signal. We might make it all the way to the eye doctor today. I don't know. I'm down in the valley. If I'm going to lose it, this is where I lose it. I think. There's really no telling around here. It's so splotchy. But this new to me phone seems to actually pull in the signal a lot better. This is a Motorola E6 6E. I don't know which way it is. SIM card I got in it right now is for visible modem or visible mobile. It's owned by Verizon. It's $40 a month. Unlimited. Everything. Data, talk, text, and talk. And I bought a phone from them when I signed up for it that I've been using. It's been pretty good. I could never really actually go live at home with it, but I had enough signal to make phone calls, send text messages. I switched to this Motorola, and the first thing I noticed is visible network, even though it's owned by stream status bad. Alright, might be losing it now. Stream status is still bad. I'm gonna keep going here. See what happens. Maybe it'll get better. I'm going to start coming up on the yellow here. But I can see somebody's tower from here. Apparently not Verizon's. But anyways, visible modem is the GSM carrier. And it's owned by Verizon, which is kind of weird because Verizon is a CDMA carrier. And the phone I got from Visible was on CDMA. This one here can do both, so it went to CDMA. At my house. Now, I don't know if it switches back, if it can switch back and forth between the two. Oh, well, apparently it can. Because it definitely was on GSM, but the other phone was definitely on GSM. I think think this one possibly can pick the strongest of the two and use whatever it needs to, because it does both. And that's why I got a stronger signal, I believe. Because the only phone that really works good at my house before was track phone. And the only problem with track phone is that it's great. It's fine for making phone calls and text, but data is really expensive because track phone uses Verizon. And Verizon is expensive. But this is an alternative that's not expensive at all. And maybe it uses the Verizon CDMA, which is plentiful around there. As you can see, windmills they had. I guess you can see them. These people here are generating at least some of their own power. I don't know how much. They've been there for a couple of years now. They're pretty definitely the first few people around here to have that kind of a system. Streaming all the way. As I can tell, there's nobody watching right now. But hey, this is also proof that you don't have to have 1,000 subscribers to go live, because I'm live right now and I've only got 60, 70 maybe. I don't know. I haven't checked lately. I'm glad for all my subscribers, but that's not really something I'm trying real hard at this time to gain, but I'm just getting a plan together and equipment together. Want to be able to do it decent when the time comes. So everything right now has been kind of a test drive, so to speak, different equipment. The biggest problem I have, like I said before, is where I live, we just don't have very good cell service, you know? It's really pretty poor. And it's been that way for years. When it first come out, it had actually good service on those big old brick phones, you know, and the bag phones and the car phones and all that. Those those actually worked. But then they banned them, and then they divided up the band between different companies and split it up. The government was helping us out, like usual, and divided the spectrum up to different companies for competition. Baloney. Because all those companies that were split up have now been resold and purchased. So they're all one and the same again now, almost anyhow, except for the 4 different ones, really. But the boundaries that they set up still exist. Boundaries that they set up years and years ago to keep the different companies from interfering with each other still exist. Even though there's the same company on both sides of the border or the boundary still is there. Now I noticed that the federal government gave SpaceX, that's owned by Elon Musk, they gave him $380 million in order to purchase a section of the cell phone band. And they used used money from the rural not electrification, it's the same thing as the rural electrification, but in this case it's rural internet fund. That's the tax money you pay whenever you renew your phone bill.
Trained signals are detected. Keep frequency.
They may have given money to other people to actually build towers and stuff out here in the country, but the problem with that is there's no. Well, I think during the time that they got to spend it by a certain length of time, but they're going to hang on to that money as long as they can, because it draws a lot of interest, and there's not enough customers down here. In other words, they're making more money on putting the money in an interest-bearing account at the moment than what it will earn if they put additional cell towers up. So, but I guess they gotta do it in a certain length of time, or they're gonna lose it. Of course, they may have made enough money on interest on the return that it'd be cheap for them just to go ahead and send the money back unused, than to spend it and lose money on towers. Of course, they can write that all off. And it's streaming here again, but I'm in the middle of town. I don't know. I don't know why it should be bad. Middle of town on top of the hill.
Trained signals are detected. Keep frequency.
However, from what I understand is if you're moving, the signal may get weak on a lot of cases when you're getting ready to be transferred from one tower to the next, and transfer smooth as it should. Well, that radar detector thing is becoming a real pain in the ass since so many cars have backup alarms and collision alarms and all kinds of stuff. They're throwing out, they're throwing out radar signals right and left. You know, you come near a Tesla and this thing starts barking right away because they got radar surrounding the thing.
Signals are detected. Key and frequency.
I still don't know how that damn camera works. You can now I see from both sides, front and back. You can actually put a picture up on the dashboard screen, looking down from the sky on the top of your. You're not really looking down the top of the sky, but using images all around, it figures out what it would look like if you was looking down on top of the car. It's amazing. Okay, we're going in here the opposite way. I'm gonna leave it now.
Welcome to